Hello everyone. Welcome to Global Phoenix. My name is Manikanta. I'm the founder, faculty and financial consultant at Global Phoenix. I'm a qualified certified management accountant US and I'm also a holder of diploma in IFRS and I have completed my post graduation in masters in commerce as well as masters in business administration. Now, in this video, I would like to discuss with you guys about a qualification which is called as diploma in IFRS. Now, DIP IFRS in short is a qualification which focuses on IFRS and IAS. IFRS stands for International Financial Reporting Standards and IAS stands for International Accounting Standards, as most of you guys might have known. Now, DIP-IFR is a qualification which is issued by ACCA UK. ACCA stands for Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. This is a body which is found in 1904 and this qualification is recognized in more than 180 plus countries. So this is a global qualification. Now, what is this qualification all about? So Diploma in IFRS is a core competence in international financial reporting standards. So you guys, if you are pursuing this particular qualification, you will be trained on implications of IFRS, how to implement them in an organization, what are the advantages and disadvantages of adopting IFRS in your organization, then what are the various standards that needs to be discussed. Then we'll be discussing in depth about each and every standard that is covered in IFRS, right? And next one, who is eligible to do this particular qualification? There are total 3 entry routes into diploma in IFRS. What are the 3 entry routes? The first entry route is if you are a qualified accountant as per your national accounting body. For example, in India, chartered accountants are considered as the recognized accountants or qualified accountants. So if you are a chartered accountant in India, you are eligible to pursue this particular qualification. Then the second entry route is for graduates. So a BCom graduate with 2 years of relevant work experience in the sense he can be working in audit, he can be working in financial management, he can be working in financial reporting, he can be working with treasury functions. So anything related to the worlds of A&F, accounts and finance, is considered to be an eligible qualification, eligible experience. So a graduate with 2 years of relevant work experience can pursue this qualification. And the third entry route is for non-graduates and non-qualified. So even if you are not a graduate, okay, but if you are having a work experience of more than 3 years in the relevant sectors of accounts and finance, you will be eligible to pursue for this particular qualification. So what are the 3 entry routes? First one is if you are a qualified accountant. Second one is if you are a graduate with 2 years of work experience, or third one is if you are a non-graduate with 3 years of work experience. Now, what are the advantages of doing this particular qualification? See, as I have mentioned, this is a qualification which is recognized in more than 180 countries. So you guys, if you are done with this qualification, you will be treated as an expert in IFRS. So this will create a very good value addition to your CV. Okay. And I will not be saying that, just with this particular certification, you will be getting a job or you will be, ruling the market. No, that won't be, true. This will help you increase your existing resume or existing curriculum vitae. So this is an value addition to your the profile, but it is not by itself a job guarantee based course, or it is not by itself a certain accounting qualification. This is a value addition to your existing profile. Okay, now how long will it take for me to complete diploma in IFRS? See, diploma in IFRS is an examination which is conducted twice every year. So usually we have exams in the months of June and December. Due to COVID-19 scenario, the June 2020 examination has been cancelled, and in many of the countries, in some of the countries it has been postponed to September, and in some countries it is completely cancelled. So keeping it aside, usually you have exams in June and December. Right now, we are looking at December 2020 window. In India, the June examinations were first primarily postponed to September, but later the examinations have been completely cancelled and the students were issued a refund. Now, those students will be eligible to appear for December 2020 window. Now, so if you are planning to do diploma in IFRS in December 2020, what are the steps that you need to do? Very good question. See, first thing is you need to enroll with ACCA. Second one is you need to book your DIP IFR examination. Then you have to appear and pass the examination to get your certification. It's as simple as that. Now, what are the costs that are associated with diploma in IFRS? There are two costs that are associated with diploma in IFRS. First one, as I have mentioned here, is the enrollment cost, and the next one is your examination cost. So the enrollment fee will be £89 and the examination fee will be £117. Okay, roughly if I'm talking about Indian students, each pound might cost you around 90 to 100 rupees based on the pound rate, and after including the foreign exchange transaction charges and GST and other charges, it will come to around 100 rupees. So I can approximately say that this registration fee will cost you £89, which is approximately, I can say that it will be around 9,000 rupees. But for students who are registering through GFX, if you are registering through Global Finex, this cost will be cut down to rupees 5,000, which is almost all equal to 50% off, to be very honest. It's 45% if I'm not wrong, 45, 40, whatever it is. So we are giving you almost all a 50% off on your registration fee, up to 50% off on your registration fee. Right, guys? And next one, what about the examination? See, we are offering diploma in IFRS classes as well. So the classes are available on laptops and they're also available and on Android app, which is the Global Finex app, or you can even enroll for the classes on iOS app. The process can be explained to you if you contact us on the WhatsApp number, that is 832-8080730. You can contact us on this number to get further details about diploma in IFRS, how the classes are conducted, what are the books that you need to follow, and what are the examination requirements. Now, moving forward to the exam pattern. So, diploma in IFRS exam pattern. Previously, we used to have two sections, section A and section B. Section A 40 marks, section B 60 marks, but that has been completely replaced now. So now your diploma in IFRS will have 4 questions, which I will split into 2 parts, that is 1 question into 25 marks and 3 questions into 25 marks. Now you might be asking me, so what is the point of splitting when the markage is seen? See, this first question is a mandatory question from consolidated financial statements. The first question is a mandatory question from consolidated financial statements, and the remaining 3 questions will be from various IFRS and IAS standards. Now, the pass mark for this examination is 50 marks. So, a student needs to score 50 out of 100 marks to pass this particular qualification. Next, please be informed that from December 2020 onwards, the diploma in IFRS exam shall be computer-based examination. We call it as a CBE, computer-based exam in short. Now, what does computer-based exam actually mean? It means that the student has to appear for the exam through a computer. You will not be given a piece of paper and a pen to actually prepare a consolidated financial statement. Rather, you will be given a spreadsheet and a word processor, and you will have to prepare your financial statements on spreadsheet. I'm using the word spreadsheet, I'm not using Microsoft Excel, because the platform that is given for the students is slightly different from your regular Microsoft Excel. You will not be given the functionalities of GoalSeek or else data validations. All such tools are not available. Only the basic spreadsheet formulae and functions are available, right? So that is a bare minimum introduction about diploma in IFRS. If you want any further information with respect to this, you can contact me on the above given number 832-8080-730. This is our WhatsApp number, so you can contact me on this number to get any further details that you need. I have actually given the entire course structure. I have discussed about the course fee that is applicable. So in case if anybody has any further queries, you can contact me on this number. Right, guys? So with that, I'll wind up this lecture. See you soon. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe. Bye-bye.